Can you say legacy? Say legacy.
You can do it. You are fierce, phenomenal, and fearfully and wonderfully made. You can do it. Let's go, Kylie. You can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Come on. You can do it. You got it. You got it. Yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Woo! You got it, baby. Woo!
Best dad in the world, too, by the way, man.
Thank you.
What is my legacy? My legacy is, it's my family, but it's also the business, and it's also being very intentional about hiring Black and brown people to work with. It's about being very intentional about building a legacy, and not just building that legacy, but also building that funnel where you start investing into your own. You know what I'm saying? And that's the big piece that I'm starting to understand that we don't do a lot of, is investing.
Now, the last few weeks have included the success of Lifetime's documentary series Surviving R. Kelly, as well as R. Kelly actually being dropped from his label Sony. What do you guys hope happens next?
Well, we hope that...
A lot of people are always asking, how are you telling these stories so well? And it's like, well, man, like I'm telling my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not.
You can relate.
At a deep level, which is crazy. But that's what it comes down to. Like, a lot of 90% of the cases attorneys deal with, are poor Black people, and poor disenfranchised people, people of color. And so it's like when you start to understand it, it's like, wow, it's just so many layers to this thing.
And even, with the absence of a father growing up, you've accomplished a lot as a Black man in America. Wife, beautiful daughter, success, journalist in multiple markets, and now starting your own media company, handling some of the biggest cases nationally.
God knew at a certain time, he was like, I gotta wake this guy up and let him know where he's from. I gotta wake him up. I gotta wake him up and get him to understand it's so much, like, as much as he loves doing what he does, it's still so much bigger than that. It inspires me all the more, because it allows me to know what I'm fighting for. It's not just people in Atlanta or Atlanta's civil rights history. Like, no, man, I'm fighting for my ancestors. I remember I was visiting one attorney, and he's smack dab middle of downtown on the 36th floor. And as I'm sitting there looking down, it's like, you get that high up, you see the football stadium, the basketball stadium, and everything else seems like a bunch of dots. But it was like, as I sat out there, I kept thinking, like, wow, like there was one of my ancestors that could not come into this building.